here in Atlanta, GA. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Viking 18. Panther 11. Panther 11. 79 Broncos. Hey, 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 hey.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They go play action. Bridgewater shakes up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Bridgewater.
That is incomplete. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
They forced 7 turnovers.
Seven.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Warriors 70. 18, Pioneers. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler. Go.
Stroud here on 3rd and long. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Bucs are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White taking it right down Broadway.
Now inside the 25.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year and 12th overall. And the Buccaneers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Falcons. We'll go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up. Right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
78 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
The Falcons at 10-2 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here we go, here we go. Track 60. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And this one is incomplete.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. It was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one, so they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta. Here's 2nd and 10.
Trap 60. Mustang 19.
2nd and 10. Here's Stroud.
He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
60 Maverick, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Stroud to throw it. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
79 Broncos.
On first down, here's Stroud.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
19, Tiger, 19, Cougar, 19. Warriors, 70. 18, Pioneer.
The second down throw now from Stroud. Short throw caught by Pitts.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. Dragon, 60.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Yeah, the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Chop 60, chop 60. Go.
Stroud on third down now. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
And now an audible here into something else.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Bronco 80. Go street.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. The headlinesman was right on it. I think they got that spot correct.
Yeah, and so many times officials catch so much grief because of things that may go wrong. You're exactly right. He was on the spot, marked it correctly. Let's see how this plays out from here.
Another fullback dive? I don't know that you go to that again.
No. Fullback.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
That's out wide for Palmer. Room past the 35.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
first down. Here's White. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Second and 9.
Mayfield. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Mayfield off the play fake. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Fourth down. Here's Jay Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. Deep to return is Darius Davis. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it will be Falcon football. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so much throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so. That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a second and 10.
Lions. 60 Maverick. Ready.
On second down, it's Stroud.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Ranger, 70 Ranger. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Second and 10.
Play fake. Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope they can come through on this play and get this series back on track.
with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, Mayfield.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. Muscles him off.
And he's got it down to the 28.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
96 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Willis on the bootleg.
Rolling to his right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Emmekady.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punt, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 53 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
18. Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
Second and 10. Stroud to throw yet again here.
Touchdown, Falcons! Bijan Robinson with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start to drive with White. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he'll be out right at the 35. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White.
And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Liking 18.
They go right back to White here on 1st down.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
116 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
They stay on the ground with White. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Willis' throw taken in by Evans here.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
They give to White on the option.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Clock running, the Bucs trying to go quickly and get set.
Willis now off play action.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
Third down, it's Willis.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Panther Street, Buffalo 18. 19 Lions.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
19 tight, 19 tight. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready, ready?
Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Warriors 70. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Get it. Pioneer. 18 Rattler, 86 Dragon, 60. Ready.
Stroud will look to throw once more. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Mayfield down.
Looking downfield for Godwin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons are going to take over here up near the 40. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Final play of the half, Stroud.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
That's complete to Palmer.
Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mayfield looks to throw. And there's a short one taken in by Otten.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Ready!
They run straight ahead here with White. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Look at 19!
Play fake. Here's Willis.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire 4th remaining, so stranger things have happened.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Mayfield to throw it.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
David Onyemata able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Led the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do
They did.
On third down, a run from White. And he'll be taken down at the 34. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Buffalo 18. They pass. 19 Lions. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Stroud to throw it. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. Down the left sideline.
And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards.
Check, Panther. 18 Cardinal. 18. Unlock Lions. Unlock Lions. Go.
They'll run with Robinson.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up the 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Hey, check that. Check that. Let go.
Again, it'll be Robinson.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
19 tight. 19 tight. Set. Hey. Panther 11. Panther 11. 79 Broncos.
Third and goal, Stroud.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on third and goal.
Warriors 70. 18 Pioneer. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Stroud here on third and long.
Escaping the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Opting to run again here with White. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
135 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now they'll change things up.
They will run with White out of the shotgun.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Now in Atlanta. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter.
This is 2nd and 8.
Cowboy 80.
Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Yes, they have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down.
Throw right side. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Now back to the ground game with White.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Quick throw caught by Godwin.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
On 3rd down, it's Willis.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Here's Willis.
Flush to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down on a 21-yard gain. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Eagles.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive. 2 for 2. Now a give to White. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. The Bucs try it on fourth down but come up empty. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson able to evade the tackle, but then quickly brought down just outside the 5. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Come 19. Come 19. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Let go.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And got his man complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Give him 32 on the play.
Ready? Trap 60, trap 60. Mustang 19.
Stroud.
Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go, shot.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18.
As Stroud now to throw.
This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
First and 10, it's Stroud. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
The throwing again is Stroud.
And his throw is incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Got it. Ready.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Ready? Ready?
Stroud on third down now. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's 1st and 10.
18, Pioneer.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
5-yard gain on the play. First down, Tampa Bay.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Willis.
This is White on the screen. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Running out of the gun with White.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Throwing, Willis. Across the formation, he finds Godwin.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. Buying time is left.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
18, Bradley.
Now Willis.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
60 Bobcat, trap 50, trap 60.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
7 Pirates. Buffalo 18.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The Falcons send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
49-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Lions. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready.
Here's Willis.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Willis to throw.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's 1st down.
Street. Street.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Ready.
Another try. 2nd and 10 now. Willis back to the air on 2nd down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 15.
Okay, ready? Panther 11, Panther 11. Hey, check that, street. 79 Broncos.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. That's going deep for Bateman.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way.